Sadly, Andrew's vitamins are not available in Europe. I wish vitamins of this quality were, but yes, vitamins are popular in Europe.
Not that Europe, with all due respect to Europe, and because Muriel's from France,
yeah.
I spend a great deal of time there. But they're, I'd say, a couple of 3 decades behind us there.
In quality?
Both in quality and sort of information and things like that. So but with some botanicals in Germany, Germany is incredibly knowledgeable. They're just more knowledgeable in botanicals than we are there, and they're very well regulated. The claims are very well regulated in Germany. And also in Europe, because of the EU, there's been a little bit of confusion because they're trying to standardize all the laws between, a dozen disparate countries, so it's a little bit complicated. But a lot of American brands are now available there. We've had lots of requests for our products there, but I've chosen to focus here. As I said the other day, my goal isn't to see how large I can make my company. My goal is to see how great I can make my products. So I'm focused on just doing what I do here. There are lots of retail stores which would love my products. I prefer to be having my products right here at HSN and just keeping my life simple and the quality of my products unquestioned.
And we're lucky to have Andrew. I know so many of you feel the exact same way. Andrew has helped so many in terms of the science and the amount of information that Andrew pours through to make sure that his supplements are the best in the world.
And speaking of science, our Glucosamine and Chondroitin, it really, what sums up the difference in this product is basically that we follow the science. It should be pretty easy to make a Glucosamine and Chondroitin product.
Right.
Because the science is very clear about the form that should be used. Unfortunately, most of the companies out there choose a form that the science specifically says is undesirable or less desirable, and they choose that because it's cheaper. And this will be the last mention of our monthly special, the Glucosamine and Chondroitin.
Yeah.
But our Glucosamine and Chondroitin, we make sure it's always the sulfate form. In 40 years of making glucosamine, 40 years, we've only used the sulfate form. In 40 years of using chondroitin, we use the calcium chondroitin form, not the sodium chondroitin form. We don't need more sodium. We already get too much sodium in the sodium chloride we eat, and even salt, that is. And even if we're not a sodium-sensitive hypertensive, even if we're not watching our blood pressure, Americans consume too much salt.
Yeah.
And that has other implications to our health. So I'd rather not have a healthy supplement burden us with more sodium. So what you're getting with this product are the forms. There's a blueprint out there for the perfect joint supplement using Glucosamine and Chondroitin. It's in the research. We followed the research. Most companies ignore it.
If you compare Andrew's product to yours, perhaps that you've been buying regularly, you'll be stunned at the side-by-side comparison. I've been taking this for a while now because of my knees. I had an accident a while ago, and this really has helped me personally. But for flexibility, for joint health, obviously this is going to be a wonderful addition to your daily regimen, and the monthly special pricing is fabulous. Obviously, we're coming to the end of January, Andrew. This is available through then, but still, this was potentially going to be a today's special.
It was. So this is today's special pricing, despite it being a monthly special. And Glucosamine and Chondroitin, despite how other companies might try to position it, Glucosamine and Chondroitin are building blocks for our joint tissue. And our joints, just like our bones, we might think of them as being fixed, that they were created and then we just sort of wear them out over time, kind of like hinges in a door.
Right.
But no, our joints are constantly being rebuilt and repaired and maintained every moment of every day. And that's the only reason why these joints can work so well. I've been around here for well over half a century, and my joints are still taking really good care of me. And
you're very active.
And I'm very active. I mean, we were just talking about with my Fitbit, I typically try to do 15 to 20,000 steps a day.
Fabulous.
And that's whether I'm running or whether I'm hiking or just walking around. And I remain active. I mountain bike, I do all sorts of sports, and the only way I could do those sports is if my joints support me. So whether you're active or not active, our joints are critical to our enjoying life. So it's really up to us to provide our body with the raw materials our body needs to maintain them. And that's all Glucosamine and Chondroitin are. Many companies will position them, the word you used before, as anti-inflammatory drugs.
Right.
They're not anti-inflammatory drugs. They're better than that. they are the structural material that our joints require to maintain their structure, to maintain their health. So there's no reason to make sort of outlandish claims for glucosamine and chondroitin. The science, the research speaks for itself, and we follow the science, despite the fact that most of the products you'll see in a supermarket or a big box discount store are going to use glucosamine hydrochloride, are going to use inferior forms for which you will not be able to get the same benefits.
And I just appreciate Andrew giving us that information. It's a hard thing to digest, no pun intended, in the sense that you hope that what we're buying is going to give us the best possible result, but the ingredients matter. And Andrew, you give us the best possible.
Well, the ingredients in anything has to matter, because without the correct ingredients, the benefits aren't there. And there's